Starting a new championship is always really exciting. I mean, new car, new faces, a new team for myself to join. It's really exciting and really just couldn't wait to hit the circuit.
All of that for the candid video.
It's always interesting starting a new championship. You don't really know what to expect, but yeah, it's exciting, you know, to drive against some new competitors and yeah, hopefully win it.
Look how ugly it looks. It looks samey.
You always have the thinking of how will the car react, how will you react to driving a new car, and obviously like really excited of being able to drive a new championship and loads of challenges go ahead to you.
It does feel exciting, and it's an exciting challenge for everyone and for every driver. So we start from scratch, and then it's up to the drivers and up to me especially to make the job done.
Yeah, in general, my preparation is pretty much like physical, mental prep, and then we have team for racing, obviously. So yeah, I have quite a big team behind me, which is supporting me since few years now, and it's working quite well. So yeah, we do quite a lot of exercise, specific exercise for racing, obviously, because I think it's quite a specific sport. And so yeah, when I arrive on the track, I'm quite ready.
I prepare myself with a lot of training and with my physical coach and also with my mental coach to be ready also with my mentality.
I prepare my championship and races in quite a strict way. I'm quite a hard-working guy. So I do a lot of physical stuff twice a day normally. Then I do a lot of mental stuff with myself. I eat not so well because, you know, obviously because of my height, I do quite a strict diet. So, you know, for me it's like a full-time job. You know, I obviously left studies like 2 years ago just to dedicate myself fully to this. So really my life is just preparing myself as best as possible to win races when I'm here. So.
Talking a bit to the engineer, to have everything clear for the session, knowing what to do. Yeah, listening to music can be nice as well, just to have your mind in the right place and to be focused.
My name is Luis Gonzalez and I'm a new race director for your championship in the whole season. This is the circuit, the Motorland Aragon circuit map, and this is the map of the pit lane area. You can find this map at the end of the event notes in the last page.
Before starting a race, you always feel a bit nervous because especially if it's the new championship, that, like for example the first race at Spa was, you always carry a lot of pressure on you, so you want to do well, and of course that makes you a little nervous. But I think just being chilled and knowing that if you got the pace and you do the things right, nothing can go wrong really. So yeah, you do get a bit nervous, but you tend to just manage it.
I feel pressure because I know that I can do good, especially when we start at the front. But no, I just try to say that at the end it's not everything up to me. It's also sometimes about luck. So of course I need to do my best, and then after the start is normally I'm quite relaxed. It's just the start when the nerves go up.
It's always, I don't feel it's like bad nerves. It's always like butterflies in the stomach, good nerves. You are excited for a race weekend, and I mean it's all the time. It's a good feeling coming into a race weekend.
I felt nervous the first round, but now I'm more like calm and relaxed because yeah, I don't have nothing to lose. I just want to do a good race and that's it.
It's always, I mean, you've got a little bit of nerves, but they're excitement nerves. You always look forward to it. There's nothing quite like the feeling of when the lights go out, so it's just incredible. I can't even put it into words.
There's 8 racing weekends, so I have a lot of time to go out with my friends, sometimes relax, which is obviously really good when you have a lot of pressure on to perform the best. And obviously coming into the race weekend, you always have the pressure, but I try to minimize it, thinking about things that relax me, such as like football maybe.
Yeah. Ultimately, to manage the pressure, you just have to try and not think about it really. It's a high pressure sport, but if you can put it out of your mind, you'll perform at your best. So it's all about just finding ways to manage, and the best ways can be different for different drivers. So like I listen to music before I go out on the circuit, but that might not work for everyone. So it's always driver dependent, but it's a high pressure sport, but just try to limit that.
So race day with my team is quite intense. A lot of preparation going on with the engineers, mechanics, just making sure everything's right. Obviously then you have to deliver on track, but it's more the off-site part of the track that you do all the work with the engineers, and the one that is quite consuming, and then just deliver everything on track.
Well, I imagine that after one race the competition will be fierce as always. We'll keep to work very harder as always, but for sure it will be tight as always. It's never over until it's over, and we'll just keep our head down and keep pushing.
Well, you try and imagine it going positively. That's the best way to enter, with a positive mindset. I mean, ultimately you can never predict anything, so you try not to think of what happens if this happens or that. So you try and put it out of your mind and just focus on what you can do, and let everything you can't control, just let it be really.
Yeah, I mean, I did a 4 last year, and it's my first year in a faster car with more downforce. So of course, I need to manage to get used to the new car. But I think it's going well. Learning all the time a lot. So yeah.
There's still things to work on, but I feel confident with the car. I feel comfortable, and I'll just try to push it as much as I can to be in the top three positions always.
I'd say we are still learning. Each time we are going out. Obviously, it's a fully new car, new aero kit, which is really nice to drive actually. And we still learn every time we go out. So. Yeah, of course. Since I was a child, I always wanted to be a driver. I followed a bit my dad because he started go-kart when I was in Canada, where I'm born. He was racing a bit, and I always wanted to do the same. So he made me start go-kart at 3 and like really races at 9, 10. So yeah, I always wanted to be a F1 driver. So I'm keeping following my dream, you know. So.
Yeah, I started with go-karting, but I did only 3 races with karting, not a lot, because my brother had an incident, so my mother don't let me continue to karting. So I stopped for 2 or 3 years, and then I was come back in Formula 4. It started really young, the passion.
I was a bit scared of loud noises, so probably when I was around 4 or 5, at least my parents told me I wasn't too happy about loud noises and so on. So at that age, probably not. But as I got a bit older and I started karting, I never looked back. I mean, yeah, from there I knew it was what I wanted to do.
I always dream of racing and Formula 1. My dad also used to drive. My uncle drove in IndyCar as well. So since I was a child, I was always like driven into it, but I always loved it and I always wanted to do it.
I started as a footballer, but my dream as a soccer player wasn't my best because I wasn't as talented. So, you know, I've always liked fuel and everything that requires an engine. So I tried rental go-karts when I was a kid, and I loved it. So I started in go-karts, and you know, the rest is history now.
Vosotros no sois de Fórmula 1, ¿no?
Sorry?
No, F1.
Me?
You.
No, not yet me.
Like if it's someone who's little, I will say to him that what you want to do. If you want to be a driver, do it, but also make sure that you really love it and work at the hardest and pursue your dreams and believe in yourself.
At the end, you really don't know what is going to happen. So at the end, if you try working as hard as you can, like there is so much unknown that at the end you might make it. So of course never give up, as they always say, but it's true, because something or some time might happen, something which can really boost you.
The best thing you can do is believe in it and work for it, because one thing is to believe, but if you keep working as you believe in it, I think you can do great things and achieve your goals.
So obviously the championship has started, not many drivers yet, but I think it has a really bright future. Obviously the car is really good, tracks are really good, and hopefully in the future we'll bring many more drivers.
I mean, to achieve your dreams, it sounds really obvious, but I think it's never give up. I think people are normally scared about their dream, and they think that they normally follow what everyone does. And for me, it was also tough, my childhood, just dropping off school just to follow my goals. So I think the main thing is just dedicate 100% everything that you can to your dream, and don't let anything else come in between. Just focus 100% on what you have to do. So.
A guy with a lot of dreams, why creating a new team?
So we created the team because we love racing.